You're watching Network Radio. Live from the Media Broadcasting Center.
Hello and welcome to the Media Broadcasting Center. My name is Chance George. I am the MBC producer here, and we are going to be having a little bit of a roundtable discussion today. And not only that, but it is going to be a little bit of a campaign launch. So MBC and some of the people have come up with some fantastic ideas for improving the world and basically trying to make a difference personally. So we've put together a short clip. We're going to play that right away, and once you guys see basically what the general idea of the MBC Gift to Home campaign is all about, then we're going to get a short panel discussion with all of the hosts from MBC. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come right back with an entire 2 to 3 hour or whatever our remaining time is until 10 o'clock our Eastern time with a giant discussion on every topic you could think of. So let's just play our short clip, and then we'll be right back. Thanks a lot for everyone who's tuned in, and stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Rachel George from the Media Broadcasting Center. We at MBC not only believe in providing uncensored truth, but in taking action. While our focus is on providing a platform for all to use by sharing their passion and knowledge, we feel we must also take real action in making a day-to-day difference in this world. The MBC family is very excited to launch the MBC Host Roundtable Gift to Home Make a Difference campaign. Never before in our history has there been such a gap between those that have and have not. We now have hardworking people doing more than one job, living in cars, shelters, or even on the streets. Individuals and families are being displaced, not because they're lazy, but because of a broken system. What the banks and governments have done to the housing in North America is a crime, but instead of complaining, we can use this broken system to help others. Because the cost to buy a home outright is very possible, it's time we all came together and took action while we have the opportunity to take advantage of this. MBC's family is starting this campaign in order to find a suitable home, purchase this home free and clear, and then provide this home to a nominated family for free. Gift a home, make a difference. With your help and donation, we can make this happen. MBC will provide all of the infrastructure and legwork. 100% of the donations will go towards the home and the cost of closing. All records of this campaign will be fully disclosed and have full transparency. As of this first show, not only will 100% of your donation be used towards the purchase of this home, but if you become an annual member of MBC at $50 per year, $25 of your dues will be donated to the Gift a Home Fund. Join us, donate, or become a member today. Gift a home, make a difference. Thank you.
All right, we are back live, and we have the MBC Roundtable. I am joined by a number of familiar faces to anyone who comes to MBC on the regular, but let me just quickly run through. On the top left, we have Mark Fanjoy, host of Walking Your Talk and Living in Faith. Bev Collins in the very middle top from 9/11 Talks, just an amazing show. I encourage everyone to check that out. Myself, Chance George, from the show Truth Talk, and a lot of the MBC producing here. On the bottom left, in the middle, we have Eric Spitfire Wilkinson and his co-host right beside him, Mike Soror from Wake Up to the Truth. And of course, we have none other than Jen Fetzer from The Real Deal directly below me. And I couldn't leave the best to last, could I, honey? My wife and very, very, very alternative mummy, Rachel George, will be joining the panel, and I'm sure she'll be stepping out to play the mummy and go get my boy from karate at some point. So I just wanted to basically turn this over to Mark right away. He was one of the people who brought this idea to the table, so I won't I will turn it over to him, and let's just basically get an idea of what's going on with this campaign.
Thanks, Chance, and welcome everybody, the MBC family. It's great to have everybody together all on one screen. I just want to update a little bit on already getting a few questions and a little bit of clarification. This is the official launch. As of the airing of this show, any memberships will absolutely qualify into this. So anything that starts with the Media Center will be half donated into the fund. And I also wanted to clarify, one of the objectives here is to really make a difference in our community and to give the ones that are trying, but because of this system can't get anywhere and they keep on sliding further down. The homeless just within inside of the states, roughly better than 40% are, you can either classify them as working poor. I classify them as working homeless. There are families that are working, that do have an income, some 2 and 3 jobs, but minimum wage can't even pay rent in a lot of places. So now they keep on going down a skid even further. So our objective here is to have people in the selected area, which will be announced very shortly, nominate people. The MBC family then will go through those nominations, do the discernment of them, and will select a family that will receive the home. We'll continue to do full updates with it, and along with the broadcasts and so forth. So everything is going to be there for everybody to see, take part in, add your suggestions to, and we're really hoping, or at least I'm hoping, that we can really make this a template that other communities will take a hold of and start doing the same thing. Because together, the way that these housing markets are across the states and foreclosure homes sitting there, well, we have homeless and we have working poor that can't afford rents, is absolutely a human tragedy in my opinion. So again, I thank the whole family for jumping on board behind this 100% and offering their support. And we're really looking forward to not only one home, but a few homes, and to really hopefully inspire a lot of people to really make a difference. Take it away, whoever wants.
How about we move right down to Bev then, as she seems to be the next window. Oh, she's muted.
There we go.
Okay.
I keep trying to unmute the same time you were.
I think so.
I think this is a fantastic idea. You know, I believe it's really important for us to all come together and face the reality that many of us in both Canada and the U.S. are facing more difficult times due to the economy or government decisions or whatever. Many people are really trying to make ends meet and are struggling. So I'm really thrilled to be a part of this. And I'm hoping that, as Mark had said, we will not only be able to get one home to a family that could really use it, but hopefully more. Hopefully this will launch many more organizations to do the same thing. I'm going to tell everybody I can to take out a membership. To have 50% of your membership cost go towards this is such an awesome idea. And also, then you get to be a member of the MBC for the following year and access all the shows that are on there, as well as all the archives. So it's for a great purpose. It will help you, and it will help a family in need.
Awesome. Okay, let's skip down to the middle row. We'll go with Jim, and then we'll move into the Wake Up to the Truth gentlemen. Jim, what's your thoughts on something like this and the whole idea that we're going with?
Well, I'm very impressed by the intelligence and compassion that it combines, Chance. I think it's a really thoughtful gesture. And one, of course, would only wish that it could be multiplied many times over, because the number of homeless is enormous and growing. I often think there, but for the grace of God go I, because so many of us could have wound up in similar dire straits. In fact, even under my circumstances, a retired professor without Social Security, I would be unable to make ends meet. And those who are, you know, in less advantaged circumstances really need a helping hand. And I'm very impressed that you and Mark and Rachel came up with this idea for MBC. I endorse it 100%. And I'm very, very struck that you really were inspired to move in this direction. For that, I congratulate all of you, and I am 100% supportive.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim. Now, should we go to Mike or Eric first? Which one of you crazy wake up for the truth gentlemen are we going to? After I unmute Mike, I guess we'll go to him.
I guess we're going to me. No, first of all, it's an honor to join all of the hosts here. Man, NBC is a great place to be. There's over 18 million vacant homes here in the United States, and approximately just over 3.5 million homeless people, which means that there's enough vacant homes that realistically every homeless person could own 6 homes. And that's including a lot of our veterans that are put in harm's way, and we'll get into that a little bit later into the show. They're coming home to nothing. They're coming home to being homeless, no food, no jobs, no medical. This is just a fantastic idea, and I can't get over the fact that with the way things are here in Michigan, at least, it is well below freezing here right now, and I just can't help but think of the families that are have to sleep in shelters if they're lucky enough to get to the shelter in time before all the beds are full. If all the beds are full, that means they're going to be sleeping in cars. If they're not in cars, they're going to be under bridges. I can't imagine what for my children to be covered up in some kind of a piece of cardboard or whatever winter jacket you have with 30, below zero gusts of wind. I choke up thinking about it, and I really think this is a fantastic thing, and change really starts within ourselves. So,
awesome. Mike's already doing a great job. I see that he's passing this around to some of the local churches and trying to get some news media on. Eric, I know that you're located in the United States of America, which is experiencing some huge economic downturn. Can you tell me what you see just in your local area and what you think of this campaign?
First of all, it's an honor to be here with everybody who is seeking truth, good-hearted, compassionate people. What I see around my area is a lot of homelessness, especially all I have to do is cross over Telegraph. And as Mike said, we have enough housing to be able to put all the homeless in a home. So I'm hoping that we can expand on this and continue to do fundraisers like this more often. I think it's a great idea. It's giving back. And we have, there's no reason why we should have a homeless problem in the U.S. We have enough money to send billions of dollars overseas for wars, and we don't have enough to keep our own people in some sort of housing. So it really, it's really discerning to me. But things like this are really exciting to me, and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, I definitely wanted to turn things over to Alternative Mummy. And maybe, Rachel, you could comment on how this is something that is going to end up in these mummy groups around the internet that you're such a big part of, and how they step up to the plate to help people with, any kind of needs like this.
Absolutely. So first off, again, I want to say hi to everyone, and thank you for letting me be a part of such a fantastic group of people. Like, I feel honored just being in screen presence of y'all. So that being said, you always hear about this random act of kindness week. I believe it's a week in the springtime, somewhere around there. And the public and the media, they promote, random acts of kindness, whether it's buying a coffee for the person in the drive-through behind you, or buying the bag of milk that single mom's at the checkout putting back because she doesn't have enough change in her pocket, whatever it may be. But I just think that this is something that should be on a more regular basis. Why is it only one designated week or a couple of days? This should be something that happens regularly. My hope with this whole campaign, like Mark briefly touched on, is that I hope that this literally becomes an epidemic. I want to see an epidemic of people helping people, not just buying that coffee or buying that bag of milk, but, reaching into your pockets and giving a little bit more and going without that, that need or that want that you really don't need. And just, like I said, making this an epidemic and just trying to try to spread this so much more and so far. I'm sure everybody's aware of the gentleman that died this past couple months, 2 months here in Canada. 2 homeless men found on the street within just a couple weeks of each other. And honestly, it was unnecessary. It didn't have to happen. Preventative measures could have been taken, and it's sad, but so I'm really excited for this project, and I know we will make a difference, and we're going to light the fire. We need to light that fire under everybody else's butt, so to say, and just run with this.
Okay, I just had one quick closing comment, and I'm going to turn it over to Mark before we shut down the actual promo for the campaign and move into our roundtable talk. I just basically am asking of all the hosts and all the people that are involved with MBC to pass around the actual graphic that Mark provided, the banner, or pass around. Yep, sorry, just had a mute button open. Pass around the video clip that we saw at the opening that Rachel had mentioned, all the details and all that. So go to webookyourshow.com. The YouTube is already up there. It's already launched on the Give a Home or Gift a Home tab. There's also going to be my email provided that will be able to have everyone go to gift home at webookyourshow.com, and this is where we're going to have everything set up. So there's one open tab on there. You'll be able to go there, do the donations. There's also a sign up for all of that there. So we just wanted to do a little bit of a quick opening here and get this launched up. So I'll turn it over to Mark for one final comment, and everybody who wants to stick around and see some amazing people have a really into it discussion on some fantastic topics, just stick around. We'll be back up and on air in just a few moments. Mark?
Thanks, everybody, and thanks for all your comments and, again, all your support. I'm really looking forward for this to be a great success. And I also want to emphasize, in these times where everything is hard for everybody, one thing that here at NBC we're very staunch advocates about is full disclosure, full honesty, full openness, and non-censorship. So these books will be open, and this will be published, that 100% of every donation will go to this house. Myself, Chance, NBC, Rachel, everybody else that you see here on your screen now, they're donating their time, they're donating their efforts, and all the other resources that it takes to pull this off. And so I just want to make that very, very clear that 100% of everything goes forward, and it'll be fully disclosed.
Awesome. Perfect. I think that this is going to be an awesome campaign, and we already have a good start. Just the people I see on screen is going to make a difference, I believe. So we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment. And once again, just thanks for tuning in, and what you can do from home. Even if you can't afford to donate, can you share this episode, pass around the clip, pass around the flyer. Thanks a lot, everybody.